So the first page I'm going to add animation to is the flexbox model that we did back in lesson 6. So I'm going to right click on that and copy. I'm going to go down to lesson 9, right click and paste. And this particular file does have an image in the background, so I am going to go back up to lesson 6, go into media. Let's see, I'm going to view extra large so I can see the picture. And this is the one I use, so I'm going to right click and copy that. I'm going to go into lesson 9, into media, and I'm going to right click and paste. And then we'll go ahead and open up that file for editing. So what we basically want to do to this is we want the boxes to rock back and forth when we point the mouse at them. So that's kind of the look that we are going for. So I'm going to pull a completed version over here and kind of show you what this looks like. So basically we're going to have to add a hover to make this happen. So if I right click and view the page source, I've defined my keyframes and it's just going 20 degrees and then -20, then 20, then -20. Okay, so that's how it's animating. I associated the animation with hover, and we're applying that to section because each of those boxes or tiles was created using section. So that's why hover is being associated with section. The name of the animation is rock. And then I have a duration of 4 seconds for this. So that's basically what I need to add to the page to get it to work. So we'll go back in here. There is CSS for this that I'm going to have to copy as well. If you did not do an internal style sheet, which I'm guessing you did not, we'll have to go into the lesson 6 CSS and copy the flexbox model CSS. And this is going to require in lesson 9 that we create a CSS folder. Let's go ahead and put that folder in. We'll open it up and paste. Now I'm going to open up my flexbox model CSS for editing because this is where the editing needs to happen. And so there is my section. So right below that, I'm going to add the section hover. And we'll just leave that empty for a second. And below that is where I'm going to put the keyframes. And I'm calling it rock. So I've got 0% transform, rotate. Always is helpful if you spell these things correctly. And that was 20 degrees. And then because I don't like to type a lot, I'm going to highlight, Control C to copy, Control V, and do that 4 times. The last one is 100%. And that was a -20 on that one. 20% is right for the one, or 20 degrees is right for the one above, And for the percentage, I want 50. And then for the one above that, we're going to change the 0 to 25. And that one is going to be negative 20 degrees. So I've got it starting at a 20-degree rotation. Then it goes to negative 20, then it goes to positive 20, then it goes to negative 20, and it is done. Okay, and what is going to trigger this is when they're hovering over those boxes, which are created in my section. So basically all I have to tell it here is the name of the animation, which is rock, and the duration. Now I could have done this all in one command. Okay, so instead of doing two separate commands, I could have just said animation rock 4S. Would have achieved the exact same thing. Okay, so you can do two commands or one, does not matter. We are going to save it. And then let's play this one. And you can see that it does work.